If you're still putting regular white cocaine up your nose, you're basically living in the 90s. From Medellin's elite clubbers to the cartel queens that run the underworld here, everyone who's anyone in Colombia right now is snorting pink cocaine, also known as 2CB.
El tusi acá en Medellín es más importante que la coca.
It's fashionable, it's 6 times as expensive as regular white cocaine, it has its own genre of music, and it's so popular that it's even spawned a whole new generation of narcos.
La fiesta depende del tusi y el tusi depende de la fiesta.
"2CB is taking over Colombia, and the word is that cartels here are expanding to Europe. They've set up labs in Spain, so if you haven't seen it already, expect to see it in Ibiza this season."
Creo que es como cocaína pero rosada.
Well, no. Although it is pink, it most certainly isn't cocaine. In fact, very few people who take this drug have any idea what's really in it. The confusing thing is that the word 2CB is kind of like a Latinization of 2CB, a psychedelic phenethylamine invented by Alexander Shulgin in the 1970s that feels a bit like LSD mixed with MDMA, lasts 2 to 3 hours, and was famously referenced on the Kanye track Yikes. But in Colombia, 95% of samples have shown that 2CB here contains no 2CB. So it's kind of just like, what is this drug? To try to find out, we're gonna go hang out with some people who actually use it. Kim Zuluaga is kind of a trans icon in Colombia, and her so-called butterflies have a huge social media following. They're also guaracha DJs, and guaracha is this kind of psychedelic reggaeton style music that's heavily influenced by 2CB.
Hoy tenemos una rumba de guaracha y vamos a ir a Lilleras. Cuando uno consume tusi y está en una fiesta de guaracha o escucha guaracha, los sonidos de la guaracha están diseñados para que cuando uno esté drogada con el tusi, la mente alucine y sienta como muchas más sensaciones. Creo que es como una combinación de muchas drogas sintéticas en polvo. Pero pues en sí no, nosotras no sabemos qué. Y el tusi te da sensaciones mejores que la coca. La coca está pasada de moda, porque el tusi te hace sentir feliz. La mayoría de los jóvenes se están inclinando más por el tusi. Sí.
Oh, I thought that was makeup.
Hace parte de nosotras antes de salir, pues nos gusta darnos unos cuantos pasecitos para entrar en ambiente. ¿Quieres?
No, gracias. How does the 2CB feel?
Como una muñeca de cera derretida, pues no sé, es algo tan... Porque hay veces que le echan mucho LSD, entonces uno se derrite.
After several bumps of 2C, Kim took us to a guaracha club where she was booked to DJ. The large groups of people getting into toilet cubicles together, pink rings on nostrils, and cheerful silliness made it apparent that most people here were on 2C. Kim just disappeared and left me at the club, so we've head outside to just ask some random people what they think about 2CB. How popular is 2C in Medellín?
O sea, realmente se ve demasiado. O sea, es como en cualquier parte llega alguien y te ofrece tusi.
Why is it so popular in Medellín?
No sé, yo pienso que toda la narcocultura.
Que es fácil de conseguir.
And what do you think is in 2C?
Like,
Yeah, what's it made of? Yeah.
well, what I heard is like made of MDMA, some colorants, and A lot of shit.
A lot of random shit.
Yes.
Is it like upper class drug or like a lower class drug? What would you say?
I think it doesn't discriminate, yeah. It doesn't discriminate.
Okay.
I get offered a lot.
El party está caliente, está loca toda la gente. Quiero magia rosa que me ponga poderosa.
So this magical pink powder may have injected a nice, colorful dose of psychedelia into Medellin's nightlife. But what's not so colorful are the violent narcos that actually make it and sell it. And there's one organization in particular called La Empresa, or the Enterprise, who've given us access to their operations. And they've become so rich from selling this trendy new drug that people are starting to call them neo-narcos. To avoid putting all their drugs in one basket, the Enterprise has hundreds of smaller safe houses scattered throughout the neighborhood and connected by tunnels. These safe houses are manned by guards who protect and distribute the drugs to drivers. There's a police drone right there, too.
Acá, aparece acá.
The Enterprise are a new street gang in Medellin who get their drugs and their orders from the paramilitaries in the jungle. They control over half of Medellin and claim to be the first ones to make and sell 2C. Within the organization you work for, is 2CB one of the biggest earners for you?
En ese momento tenemos el ingreso más grande en Tusi, en Medellín.
Have you seen these packets?
Tusi. Son las papeletas más caras.
Ah, Rick and Morty. ¿Cuántas cuesta?
Esas las tenemos en el poblado, podemos costar 200, 300 mil pesos.
Okay.
Depende de la zona que tenemos distribuida.
So it's more expensive than cocaine?
Sí.
What do you actually put in 2CB?
Tenemos metanfetaminas, todo sintético, LSD.
So it's just a mix of pretty much every drug under the sun.
Sí, porque es más fuerte. Claro.
The original 2CB has no connection to this anymore. I think this is a totally different drug. Can I ask, do you ever put fentanyl in it?
Fentanilo, sí, tienen fentanilo. Algunas personas le hace daño, pero nosotros tenemos que vender.
Okay, and the automatic weapons, are they mainly for other gangs or are they for the police?
Nos estamos cuidando de todo. En ese momento tenemos 2 drones que nos están vigilando.
Is it normal to have drones watching your safe house?
No, no es normal. Sabemos que nos están respirando la nuca en ese momento. No nos podemos demorar. Tenemos caletas mayores, tenemos túneles, nosotros podemos salir por todos los lados, pero no podemos mostrar todo.
Okay.
¿Qué hora es? No sabemos si... Sí, sí.
Okay, well look, you've got 2 police drones looking at you right now, so muchas gracias. Gracias.
La prueba de...
Do you need any more shots of the have you got...
He says that we have to try.
para ver la calidad.
Pero todo bien.
Oh, no, gracias. No, gracias, no, gracias.
Para que vean la calidad.
No, gracias. Okay, I'll try a little bit. Is this the one with fentanyl in it?
Poco.
Okay.
Es poco. Dale, dale. Eso. Es poco. Y sienta la calidad.
Fentanyl is 100 times stronger than heroin, and even trace amounts can be deadly. Cool. Yeah, so I really didn't want to try that, but when someone has a gun and they're pointing at you, I feel like it's safer to just risk it and pray that it doesn't have fentanyl in it. And we gotta get out of here soon because it's a pretty dangerous neighborhood, but it appears that 2CB doesn't actually have 2CB in it. It's just kind of like a dirty concoction mixed together by cartels to make money with pink dye thrown in. In the best case scenario, you're probably getting MDMA, ketamine, maybe some GHB, some other synthetics. In the worst case scenario, you're getting fentanyl. I'm feeling a bit trippy, a bit euphoric, a bit dissociative, and a bit stimulanty. After passing their test by trying their 2C, the Enterprise decided they trusted me enough to see another part of their operation and sent a driver to take me there.
Hey, man. Welcome to my car, man.
Thank you.
Voy a hacer alguna entreguita y todo, pero, caram, En este momento lo que le gusta a la gente, ven. Esto es una mina de oro, papá. Es número uno, como le cuento, entre los jóvenes. El 2CB, ven, es algo muy explosivo que llegó a todo el mundo, hermano, y que te juro que va a quedar por mucho rato.
All right, we'll leave you to carry on pedaling 2CB around Medellin tonight. Good luck.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so apparently the Enterprise have decided that they like us after that last interview, and they're letting us go see the actual cookhouse where they make 2C. So we get to see how they actually make it and what they actually put in it.
Compita, soy una trova. A mí pues me pone play. Y a ustedes pues aquí están viendo. Ahí producir cocaine. Se vino desde la USA y no le pidieron visa. Y aquí pues lo recibimos con 2F y una sonrisa.
What are you guys doing right now?
Preparaciones 2F.
Okay, can you just explain to me how you make it, what you put in it, what are the ingredients?
MDM, la éxtasis,